The forest is our home. Appa's grandfather had been the one to break our family from the forester tribe, to have us make contact with the fishermen and weavers of Valarpatinam, a point of contact, a means of re-entering society. He had wanted to know more of the world beyond the confines of the Karalkad forest that our tribe had called home for a millennium. The tribesmen took time to understand, to reconcile with one of their own who had seemingly turned his back on them. But they came around eventually, though they still only spoke to my family, avoiding felters and non-foresters both. So we became the in-between, the ones living on the thresholds of two worlds, a perpetual twilight hour caught between modernity and tradition, expansion and the infinite confines of the familiar. And that was where we situated ourselves. Appa and Amma lived in a large wooden shack built outside the village's picket fence walls. They'd built it themselves there, cutting a swath of woodland away to make a farm, far from the felters and their machinations. They'd built a second house last year, for Akka to move in with Rani. We kept ourselves distanced from Valarpatinam and the felt town, preferring to stay where we had easy access to the woods. What we caught, we would bring into town each evening, one group going to Valarpatinam, and the other paying the tithe to enter felt town. And the locals preferred it that way. They, even more than the felters, didn't trust us. They had been born on the coast, staying near the water all their lives, never setting foot where they could no longer see the ocean or feel its spray mist against their skin. To them, those of us who forsook the shelter of the water for the darkness of the woods were strange creatures, weird and perverted by that association, and never to be held closer than arm's length. And that was why they took to the felters so quickly, gave themselves over to them. They welcomed them into Valarpatinam with garlands and rice, offered their homes to the newcomers until they built their own, and once Felt Town was built, they made the offer to serve the felters as soldiers, servants, cooks, anything they required. For if a people could hold such command over the ocean as they did, if the gods of the waves favored them so, then who were these mortals to distrust them?